Familia! Oh my gosh, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new, welcome to the fam. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're always here having a good time. Legit. Just kidding. I did take 4 days off this week, but I'm always here. I'm always here. And don't forget to visit me on TikTok and Instagram because I'm there daily. And of course, welcome back to my oldies but goodies. I was talking to my friend Monse. Shout out to Monse. And we had breakfast and we were talking and she's like, why don't you do a full face of makeup that you can get at Target? Because she's like, sometimes I go to Target specifically for products for makeup, but then they're not available at Target. So I'm like, oh my God, that's a good idea. So let me know if you want to see like maybe a full face of makeup that's on Amazon or Walmart or, you know, Sephora, Ulta, things like that, because certain places only carry certain products. For example, Ulta will carry products from NYX, let's say, and won't release at Target for 3-6 months and vice versa. So here I have everything from Target and Walmart. Brows are done. I just posted my full eyebrow tutorial. You guys have asked me and that's why I just did it right now. But I'll show you here some footage where I am using, of course, my Got to Be glue because this is the jam. This costs $5 at Target. Then I went in with my NYX brow pen. You know, I cannot rave enough about this product. Not only is it affordable, it works so well. It's super pigmented, not too pigmented. It has a perfect tip. It comes in 8 shades and it's like $9 or $10. And then because I do have sparse brows, I go in with a pencil. I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the shade Soft Black. Then I cleaned my brows with this L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Oatmeal. So you guys, face is ready. You already know which one is my favorite primer. If you don't, you can tell by how raggedy it looks. We're gonna go in with e.l.f. Grip Primer. You guys, this is so good. Oh my gosh, I need to do my eyes first, right? Oops, dang it. Let's start with the face. No, let's start with the eyes because you know we're doing eyeliner today. By the way, this is like everyday makeup that I use literally every day. So not only is it from Target and affordable, it's drugstore. I know you guys wanted to see more get ready, so we're gonna do that. Oh, this is this e.l.f. primer and it's so good. I love it. I literally use it every day. What I like to do is place it, wait about 10 seconds and then blend it out with my finger. Now we're just gonna blend this out and I really love that this gives us a bit of a tint. My lid, you guys see I have discoloration on my lid. My favorite palette is this Milani's matte palette. You guys know I love me a good matte palette. I don't know, I just love it so much. So what are we gonna do? Toast the town and just tap it all over. I did 5 looks with this palette a while ago. I'm just gonna tap on that primer we just placed, kind of setting that primer too. This one under the sun, umber the sun. And we're gonna build it up on this crease right here. The way it helps to find your crease is if you look straight ahead, you see right that top fold of your eye, that's where your lid is. And you want to place product there so when you're opening your eye, it's not constantly transferring. And it makes your lid look a little bit lifted and with a little bit of dimension. You can see this before and after, right? I always love to start softening up the edges at the beginning just so they don't get out of control. And then just getting rid of some product here. Using the same brush, we can go in with Cinnamon Spice. Now we can bring it a little bit lower and create a little bit of dimension. Doing tapping motions, this way we get the most pigment possible. Now I'm gonna create like this V shape here. I'm using the tip of the brush and getting it right on that crease. I'm gonna look straight ahead. So I bring that product right where that fold is. I've been loving like extending like this. Now we can always go in there and fix it if it gets like out of hand. I just cleaned off the brush with a paper towel. We can go back in with Salty Caramel. That's the one we use. Oh no, it's umber. My bad. Go back in and just kind of shape this. Not shape it, blend it out. Make sure it's nicely blended. Can go back with our first brush. We have this concealer out already. Let's just use the L'Oreal concealer to clean that lid up. I like to use something fluffy like this so it doesn't create sharp lines or anything and like a super sharp cut crease because that's not the vibe right now. I'm bringing it all the way to the inner corner and nothing too neat, just like cleaning this up. Going back in with the brush and just cleaning up that area. I'm gonna hit the dark brown and then go back in, keeping our little V shape here. Using a fluffy brush, we're gonna go into this one, my daily latte. Oh, I just had my latte. Ooh, so good. And then we're gonna tap exactly where we put that concealer. I've used this palette so much, I hope I haven't done this look already. But it's kind of like an everyday look, honestly. You guys, Maybelline released a brown eyeliner from their Hyper Easy line. Well, not line, but eyeliner. And let's create it. Oh, okay, getting some of our micellar water. Of course, I get mine at Target. And we're just gonna clean this up. Right, so let me do this eye in 3, 2, 1. Here we are, not full face. So you guys, I love, you know this, I love this, not Maybelline, L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I've been doing my mascara first for a few months now, and I really like doing that. You guys know I don't wear falsies, so I always coat first with L'Oreal. It gives so much length. Oh my god, I messed up already, but it's okay. The trick is to double up on mascara and use a volumizing mascara. I love this e.l.f. one. So while your lashes are still wet, you're gonna double up on the mascara. And I like to get this separator from Real Technique and then just separate the lashes, make sure they're nicely coated. This way you have some bomb lashes. Look, oh, I love it. Okay, back in. With tacky primers, you don't want to wait too long like we did because it's just gonna dry down. So it's tacky enough so your foundation or kind of attaches and sticks down. I discovered this not too long ago, like a month ago, and I love it. It's this nice glow from L'Oreal. It's kind of a dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury, like a little bit, not that much. As always, I like to rub and keep it kind of in the top of the high points of the face. You guys know we have oily skin, so we can't do too much glowiness. But look at that. And if you don't want to use primer, you can just use this as a primer. I recently rediscovered both of these. Well, mainly the dewy one. I filmed it for TikTok, and I'm like, you guys know we always mix foundations here. And I am in Desert Beige in both matte and glowy finish. Oh my gosh, this glow from L'Oreal looks so good. I let it dry down for, you know me, I always let everything dry down, maybe like a minute or two. So this is the matte. Now we're gonna go in with the dewy. I shook both foundations up. Oh my god, my mirror. Both of these shades are Desert Beige, but they apply kind of different on the skin. Tap it in. I like to like stipple it on. It's gonna be a good makeup day. I feel it. Feel it in my bones. Dewy foundation recently went viral on TikTok, and I remember when I reviewed it like 2 years ago. Of course, here for you on YouTube to so many stores, and then it turned out like it wasn't even available in stores at the time. It was just available online. I was running around like a bat out of hell looking for it. And then you guys, my favorite sponge, drugstore sponge, is this e.l.f. I find that this one's the closest dupe to the Beauty Blender sponge. I love Beauty Blender sponges. Like, I know they're expensive. That sponge, it's such a high quality sponge. This one right here, $5. It's the e.l.f. Camo. My favorite. I have to cheat a little bit. This LA Girl cream blush, it's available at Ulta and Walmart. This is literally my favorite. Runner up is e.l.f. Luminous, but this is only available at Ulta, but I just wanted to let you know. I always like to do my cream products first, so I like to get some on my finger. Just gonna add it on the tops of the cheeks and then here with the finger. Because this is so pigmented, the finger just blends it out so beautifully. See where I'm keeping it my cheekbone and keeping it here like where my hairline is. Every time I use this blush, I don't know what it is, my base always looks amazing. Always gonna be a good makeup day. Okay, NYX has this bronzer stick. Ooh. As always, I like to grab bronzer specifically with a brush. I don't like to apply it directly. Warm it up on the hand. Not only does it warm it up, it evens out the product on the brush. And then we're gonna tap it here under the blush, but you see we're gonna match the top of that ear right there. And tap, tap, tap. Ooh, girl. This is giving like the perfect warmth. We're gonna add a little on the nose and always do tapping motions because you don't want to move everything you just placed. And then with my sponge, you can just even it out, shear it out. If you went too heavy, like I always do, talking about heavy. Let's clean up these cheeks, get a little bit of the foundation. I'm like over here not following my own rules. But sometimes we don't need to, you know? Just want to do our own thing or however we feel that day. Today I'm feeling bold. And like if it went away, you can just kind of go back without adding product. Oh, snatched we look. My forehead always gets out of hand because I just have a small forehead. The foundation brush without adding product and just tap it in. Anytime I work with cream products, I like to just set the skin with the refreshing spray. So it's not setting, it's refreshing. I always like to dry it down a smidge and then tap. You already know I love my e.l.f. primer to hit it right here. I like to grab it in the inner eye. This really helps the creasing. So I just like to work it in the middle, and then with this brush, it's a Real Techniques base shadow brush, we're gonna blend it out. And now we're moving remaining product here at the end. You want to add thin layers. You already know. LA Girl has the best concealers, hands down. But no, this NYX is good too. Again, we're gonna hit it right in the middle like this. Using the same brush, just wiping it down a little bit. We're gonna again tap and then move it on over. Tapping takes more time, but you will get a better result. Also getting the inner corner here, which is where I get really dark. Oh, and this is color correcting the darkness that I have right here in the under eye area. My under eyes dip in. So this, you see how it kind of helps. It gives it like a bit of a lifted look already. And then with my finger, I always like to just even it out a little bit. Nothing like, you know, a good makeup day, a day you can sit down and relax. This is one of my favorite drugstore concealers. I mean, I was looking. There's so many great bomb drugstore concealers. For me, I like very full coverage concealers. This one is it. It doesn't crease. Oh, it's pigmented. It comes with a billion shades. Again, going in very lightly because we already have primer and color corrector. And these are areas I just want to highlight a little bit. I get dark right here. So I'm gonna grab my sponge and blend out all the areas that are not my under eye. Tapping will keep the product exactly where you place it. Remember how we contoured the nose a little bit? And you see how it kind of spread out? Always go back in and just kind of bring it back. Always a back and forth with makeup. Back in with our brush. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit. And now let's start tapping exactly how we did with the corrector. And what I like to do with the brush, I like to just tap it in, kind of placing it, you know, and then you can grab your sponge or your finger and then tap, not rub that product. And we're gonna start blending it in a little more. You see, we can start blending our concealer with our blush. Maybelline has this Fit Me Maybelline powder. Maybelline Fit Me powder, you know, is so good. I love it. It's matte though, so be careful. Only a little bit. Use a little because a little goes a long way. So we're gonna get our powder puff. Get this powder, even it out. Here, let's look ahead. We're gonna start tapping in and setting those under eyes, setting the rest of the face too. And we're just tapping lightly. Could you guess what bronzer I'm pulling out? Could you guess? L'Oreal, I love this one in the shade medium, and it's at Target. I think it first released on Amazon, I think. So we're gonna tap lightly, tap lightly, tap lightly. Oh yeah, I always forget get the nose a little bit. I haven't really used this blush a lot on camera, maybe a few times, but I really like it. This NYX Sweet Cheeks. And I'm using this Real Techniques brush, the taper cheek. And just, I always have to remind myself to like be so gentle because I'm not. We're gonna go back in with that Maybelline powder and just clean up these edges, which they're kind of clean, but you know, being specific. We're gonna get this Brighten Up powder from Essence. So we can just grab it like this, even it out, of course, and then just powder I absolutely love is this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. So what I'm gonna do is grab my sponge and just tap in the powder that I have baking. Because the sponge is still a little damp, it's gonna soak it up and we're working it in. So it's also locking our makeup down. Grab our foundation powder and start tapping lightly, not too much. You don't wanna be too powdery because we already have powders and a whole lot going on. This gives you the most flawless look. Skin will look so good and last all day long. Of course, using my LA Girl eyeliner, look at the difference it makes. Look at this difference. Let's get some cinnamon spice in this thin flat brush. Hit it in the under eye. Lower lash line. Keep it super close. Under the sun, just blend it out slightly, not too much because we want that dark brown to show also. And then we're gonna use NYX Matte Setting Spray. I'm running out of this. You know, I'm not the biggest highlighting fan, but I really like this Milani in Power Up. It's their highlight duo. I got this fluff-free brush and then just add it very lightly. And it's just gonna complement the L'Oreal Liquid Glow that we already placed. Target has the best lipsticks, lip liners, lip glosses, well, a drugstore in general. My favorites are LA Girl, which is this one in chocolate. Formula of LA Girl's lip liners are bomb. Also, NYX Shine Loud lip liners. Those are only available at Ulta though. Maybelline has bomb products. I love this one. Jason Wu also, and Jason Wu's exclusively sold at Target. Their Ulti Matte lipsticks are my favorite. Also, Butter Gloss from NYX. What we're gonna do is do like a very neutral lip. So I'm using LA Girl lip liner in chocolate, Maybelline Ulti Matte in more sepia, and NYX Butter Gloss in Fudge Me. Fam, this is it. This is the full face of Target makeup. I absolutely love how everything looks. I feel like we're having such a great makeup day. It's affordable. You can find it at your local Target when you're running your errands. You know, we always have errands to run and Target ends up being one of them. This is how the skin looks. Look how pretty. Everything just melted in. We don't have anything that just does not look right. And that's always helpful. You guys know there's sometimes could be patches, things may not blend well, or things are too blendable, or they blend away. It could be a lot of things, but this face right here, you know, it's one of those days like I got my pep in my step, you know? What isn't like a good drugstore deal, especially with makeup, because makeup is expensive, and this full face of Target makeup is bomb. With the exception, you know, of the one or two things that are Ulta, but they're still affordable, you know? You guys know half of this stuff I use literally every day. You know, I mix in a little high-end here and there, but this is bomb. Please let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending a little bit of your day with me and for constantly showing me so much love and support. You guys are the real ones. And this is it. I love you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.